So children, today I am uploading a new video of commerce. Reason being, I want you people to revise the recruitment again. That's why in the last two videos I have uploaded the video again so that you can see the video at least twice. Alright, and I'll just suggest you people to see the videos regularly and try to understand and make underlining for the commerce in the book, and for economics you people need to make the notes also properly and understand also. Okay, so today I'll have to start the third category of the third step in the process of staffing, which is called second category, which is called selection. Okay, so first we have done staffing, we have done meaning, and we have done the types of staffing. Then we have started the first step in the process of staffing, that is recruitment. We have studied the meaning of recruitment, and we have studied the sources of recruitment. Today we are going to start the second step in the staffing process, which is called selection. Okay, so in selection is nothing bad, suselecting the right candidate, all right, identifying the right candidate and choosing the right candidate for the suitable job vacancy, because every organization has their job vacancies as per the requirement. Okay, so selection means their aim is to select, identify and choose the best candidate who is suitable for the job vacancy which the organization is having. Now, under this, what is going on? They will check the qualification, experience, and background of the person, of a person who has come for the interview, and then on the basis of that, they are going to select the candidate for the required job vacancies. Okay, now it's very simple. Just see all of you in the book, page number 233. Selection is the process of carefully screening the candidate so as to identify and choose. This is the main line. The main line is this: to identify and choose the most suitable person for the job vacancies to be filled. Alright, so the main aim of the process of selection is to identify and choose the most suitable person for the job vacancies which is needed to be filled. Okay, then what process continue under selection? Under it, the qualification, experience and background of applicant are evaluated in the light of job requirement. Is it clear? So those who are the applicant, those people have given the application to get the job, alright, they check their qualification, they check their experience, they check their background and see that these qualification, experience and background are actually matching with the job requirement they have in their organization or not. Is it clear? Then it is a process of dividing the candidates into two categories. The first one, those who are to be employed and those who are to be rejected. Obviously, they will just see the qualification, experience and background, and then they will evaluate that whether these qualification, experience and background is actually suitable for the job requirement we have or not. On the basis of that evaluation, they will prepare two lists: one list of those candidates whom they are selecting, one list of those candidates whom they are rejecting. That is there. Then it is called a negative process, because unsuitable candidates are eliminated or rejected in order to identify the suitable. Obviously it is to some extent this is a negative process, because some are going to be selected and some are going to be rejected. Then the number of candidates rejected are much more than actually selected. Obviously, then moreover, test interviews and other techniques of selections are most reliable for rejection of unsatisfactory candidates than for identifying the ideal ones. Is it clear? So how they reject the candidates? They reject the candidates by taking the test, by taking the interviews, and by applying various other methods of selection. Then the basic purpose of selection is to choose the right type of candidate to fill various vacancies in the organization. As I told you, basically the main aim of selection is to identify and choose the most suitable person for the job vacancy what the organization is having. Then after that, the whole paragraph is very important, because sometimes they ask that concept of selection. Under concept of selection, if they will give you this question in 3 marks, then you must have a substantial facts to write. Is it clear? Then After that, you see the next paragraph in the book. Selection is a multi-step process. It involves a series of steps by which candidates are screened to identify the most suitable person for the job. Selection is a difficult process. No need to write this much. Only till here you people have to write. Is it clear? So what I told you about the selection, that selection is the process, okay, of evaluating the candidate so that they are going to identify and choose the suitable person for the required job vacancy. Is it clear? Under the process of selection, they do the evaluation of qualification, experience and background of the applicant, and on the basis of these evaluation, they prepare two lists. One list whom they have selected, one list whom they have to reject. The process of selection is actually a negative process, because under this process, the organization is going to reject maximum number of candidates, and very few candidates they are going to appoint or select in their organization. That's why the process of selection is also called the negative process. How they reject? They reject on the basis of test, interview and other technique of selection. Then the conclusion line. Selection is a multi-step purpose. It involves a series of steps. It involves a series of process by which candidates are selected. Candidates are evaluated so that they are going to identify the most suitable candidate for the required job vacancy in the organization. Is it clear to all of you? So this is the meaning of selection. Now, after this, we people need to study the steps in the selection process. We need to study the steps in the selection process. But before that, we need to study the difference between recruitment and selection, which is given very properly in your book, page number 234. In terms of meaning, you can differentiate the both. Okay, that is, what is the meaning of recruitment? Recruitment meaning I have already told you people. Selection also I told you. Then nature of recruitment is positive, because in that rejection is not there, but the nature of selection is negative. It's a negative process. Then aim. What is the aim of recruitment? To create a large pool of candidates. But what is the aim of selection? To eliminate all unsuitable candidates. First, so they will, under recruitment, they first select the candidates. First, they publish in the news channels, and then they get several applications. So, to create a pool of candidates, to create a group of candidates. Now, after creating a group of candidates, they evaluate the qualification, background and experience of all those group of candidates, and then they will reject or eliminate the unsuitable one in the process of selection. So that is the aim of recruitment, and selection is very different from each other. Aim of recruitment to create a large group of candidates. Aim of selection is to eliminate all unsuitable candidates. Then process. The process of recruitment is simple. Alright, because candidates are not required to cross many hurdles. Alright, they simply has to go and they have to fill their application. That's it, under the process of recruitment. But under the process of selection, it is complex, because candidates are required to cross several hurdles, like they take written tests, they take interview, and they adopt various other methods in the process of selection. Alright, then numbers. No restrictions upon the number of candidates under the recruitment process. No restrictions. All right. Under the number of recruitment, there is no restrictions of the number of candidates, because they want the maximum number of candidates to fill the application and to come for the job. But under the selection, only limited number of candidates are selected, And the last one, it is done prior to selection. It is made only after recruitment. Is it clear? Requirement is the process before selection, and selection is the process after recruitment. Is it clear? So these are the basic difference between recruitment and selection, which can also be the part of your syllabus. Then tomorrow I am going to discuss the various steps which are being adopted in the process of selection. For today only this much. Thank you, children.